Jumping back in. Scream out my other hole. All right, so we talked to Clausia. We talked to Titus. People are about to die. Oh, wait. So I have to do that when Kim's not around. Okay. Maybe we can figure out where the shot came from now. The DLC boss last night? I did. It was tanky and kind of annoying. Phase 2 was Phase 2 was the worst of them. The rest of it wasn't bad. Phase 3 was the best though, when it turned into a giant. The splitting, yeah. Keeping track of multiple enemies in Breath of the Wild is kind of annoying. And then one will knock you down, and then second you get back up, another one knocks you down. We chase it around the arena to try to find the real one. Hey, where'd they go?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
What happened? You guys break up?
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
The sushi restaurant, a dude tells his table he's gonna bomb the bathroom. He had to assure a table of NIMBY suburbanites that no, he's taking a shit, not setting up an IED. There was a news story. I think police were actually called. I forget where it was. It was somewhere in like the Midwest, I'm sure. But it was a Walmart. Did anybody hear that story? Tub thumping? Why tub thumping? I have a story about tub thumping though. Guy goes into the bathroom and like warns people to get out and says he's fixing to blow it up. And then people call the police because they don't realize that he just means he's gonna take a shit. He was in like Ohio or something. Made the news. Tub thumping. Well, let's talk to Gaston first.
But the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Where'd he go?
Most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
He was kind of a cunt. How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him.
He was in the guard booth
this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts.
Oh shit, is this my fault? Did I say something?
He was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found
you got
him,
earwormed?
he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Wearing civilian clothes. Gonna be buried without it. That's funny. I don't want to make him feel guilty.
I'm glad to assist you if I can, officer.
Was he really that bad? He was kind of a cunt.
An absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around.
It sounds so much. Cunt sounds so much better in that French accent.
The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never.
The dude
lost
who's always
sight of
happy,
it.
he's still there.
And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something mean.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial.
God.
That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Here, yeah, take the photograph.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank
He died
you
how
for
he
this
lived, being a
little
cunt.
memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
Old people die, you better get ready to. Oh, man.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
That's no way to live.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Yeah, I was hoping to ask him about the Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much. There were many reasons, but mostly it was the criminals. They called them
Yeah, Colossi
the
mentioned
birds
that.
of revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
None of this
But
matters.
you feel the dried flower in your hand somehow still does matter, although not to this sad old man.
About René, I guess?
What
No.
about René?
Yes,
It is. I just
What
don't
else?
know,
The Union?
officer. I just can't do this right now.
Yeah, I get that. I had nothing else to ask anyway. Well, I guess let's go check out the harbor by the guard booth. Let's add a third murder to the list of things to solve.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Taking out the picture is a bad idea. Did I ever try to eat his sandwich? No. No.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to
Help me
this
understand its races.
do you?
It's for the thing.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You
You are obviously a liberal, sailor. There are
All
three categories of race. Type A, the hero.
None of them, but thank you.
Every seed in genetic pool has the other overproduction, as proven by the mound and the mask.
I
The
don't want us to keep
indigenous
receiving
people,
wisdom.
The Areopagites are the Areopagites, the
Uh-huh,
latter.
uh-huh.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B, to an entre pinkness, the Koiko, Revachol.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. but that seems a little off.
The revolution, the revolution. Enough of tips.
Oh my god, dude.
The mesquite.
It
At least I
seems
got a little
unlikely
bit of
two
experience.
human beings produced genetically.
Yes, it is. You understand nothing. Lost. I cannot possibly imagine.
There we go. Morning, T. Harris. Do I feel enlightened by his advanced race theory? Not particularly. What's going on up at his guard booth?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Rene Arnaud. Rene left his uniform neatly folded on the table. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very
It's a
honorable.
conflict of honor. No, I'm not taking. Well, I probably shouldn't take his uniform. Nah, I'm gonna take his uniform. He was a cunt.
This is generally
What are you talking
I
about?
suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
To take my shit to the next
Fantastic.
level.
Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes.
Now I'm gonna do it just to spite you. Oh, let's check out the locked container. Let's see what that takes to open. I don't think that I can do it
You're
though.
back before the cargo container.
You need rhetoric, and I don't. I think I've maxed out rhetoric. Yeah.
You attempt to your left.
Man, I really want to open that one too. We can check on the happy guy though that somebody mentioned. Oh, I didn't tell my tub thumping story. Nobody should have a tub thumping story. I don't think you have anything new to tell me.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just
Good.
like we...
Hi. What broke loose? Well, I mean, the mercenaries, there are more mercenaries besides the one that died, and they're kind of blending in, and they're gonna kill the group that that is claiming to have killed the first guy as revenge. And then the Union, so the mercenaries are going to kill more, threatening to kill the Union. They're plotting to kill people in the Union. And then the Union is going to retaliate, and there's basically going to be a war. Anyway, with tub thumping, it was just me back in my hometown after college. There were two friends that I hung out with a lot. I only really see, they're both in Madison now, or at least the Madison area, but I don't see one of them much anymore. But for some reason, I love this game. It's so good. Tub thumping kept coming up as a meme. Like we'd put it on, and then I started to every year on my friend's birthday, the one I don't see much anymore, I would send her a copy of Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping album. I think the album is called Tub Thumping, right? With the weird looking baby on it. I sent her multiple CDs. I'm pretty sure I sent her a cassette. I don't, I tried to get a vinyl copy. But anyway, that was it. I know there was a lot of build up to a pretty boring story. But I wonder how many copies of Tub Thumping she has now. Let's see if I can do this now. Figure out the bullet source. This contributed to me not seeing said friend anymore. No, I don't really know what it was. I think the last time I saw her, we both happened to be at the same concert, and I was with the other friend that we would like the three of us would hang out all the time. We saw her from like across the room, and so we were like, let's just stare at her until she realizes that we're here. And she kept like shooting us little glances, like, why the hell are these two weirdos staring at me? And then it's funny when you watch like the realization come over someone's eyes. People grow apart. She's busy. I think she's doing social work now. Should call her though. Okay, maybe I still can't do this. Miso just got startled by something. This cat slept right next to me all night. Just cuddled right up by my side. So sweet. Help a social worker take their mind off things. I don't know if she's still working in social work, but I mean, I hope she is. I hope she enjoys it. Last time I talked to her about it, she liked it, but I'm sure it can be exhausting. Another boss, hard R, Fox, Republican. Look at you like you would steal something until you realized you worked for him. Jesus. Why am I going back here? Nobody enjoys it, but they all find it fulfilling. Oh, right. The bridge is down here. I don't know what I was doing. Being a teacher in America. What are we doing? I'm just wandering. Can't do that apparently. Oh, we gotta talk to, that's right. Okay, but not until, we got a while until Kim's gonna leave. Let's see what Titus can tell us. All the teachers you know are functional alcoholics.
It's you again. What is it?
Put that dead guy's suit on and then talk to the other guy again. I thought about it.
Oh no.
Are you?
He's
Come
stuck
on,
again.
man.
Please, get a move on, Aslan. Your mouth is open. Stop drooling. Run around or something. Hit yourself in the face. Anything. No one has any idea what to do with you if you just stand here. Sure, why not? For starters, you could find out what's behind
I
that
would like to
distant
do that.
door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she can't get through the door. You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should.
Huh. Oh, I still had music playing in the background. It's been a while since I've done that. So there's something in this room, huh?
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
Perception. -1 to perception if I wear the glasses. These shitty glasses. Do I have no perception bonuses? Oh, okay. +1. One of these must have a -1. Yeah, we'll take that off. There. They're not your prescription. Fair.
It's you
Yeah.
again.
It's a good
What
point.
is it?
Oh man, I just remembered I had a dream. I had a weird dream that Red Bull invited me to a pancake cooking contest.
Again, you find yourself
It was-
looking at that big old window.
Wild dream.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze
key.
key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it.
Huh?
Can you hand the key to me?
I'm not your janitor, cop.
My God.
I
Whatever.
don't even know what you're talking about.
How was that extreme? Was it on a
There.
biplane? No, it was just a regular. I mean, I didn't get to the point. The dream was just about the planning aspects of it. We never got to the actual event. I woke up before that happened. I'd like turned it down at first. I was like, I don't know. I'm not a pancake expert. I don't know how to make. I mean, I can make pancakes, but I'll always look up a recipe.
If he says it's there.
Then I was like, I
it's
can't
there.
turn down. Can't turn that down. So then I had to do it. Can you let me slide by?
I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Shut up, Alan.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're
Shut
gonna
up,
have to go
Glenn.
bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
All right, I hope the fucking mercenaries kill
I'm
you.
gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window. The key is
Thank you,
brass.
Theo.
Workshop spear is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down.
Where's Theo, the
in
narrator's name?
silence.
Come on, man.
Whatever.
We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn.
I'm tired
Hey,
of
Gergs.
listening to your shit.
Okay, it is Theo. Does anyone know why it was there?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
Someone's angry? Fuck them. They're rude. What are you talking about? Go to Tampa, Gergs.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Uh-huh, sure.
Don't
Thank
me.
you.
I don't give two shits about your key.
Do you give one shit though?
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
All right. I hope it's the blue door.
You see a heavy steel door. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of dust.
Hey.
Rises before you like mist. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
You have to go on Thursday. Woohoo! We're in. Is there gonna be another dice maker in here? Oh, it's a pinball machine? The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. That doesn't help if you put the note behind the locked door.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that smells of nougat and sweat. Your
Nougat
head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for two people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
And what year is it now? Come on, there was something that had a date on it somewhere. Maybe not.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
Wait, what did I say about you cooking? Or was it Val cooking? Did Val say it?
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
That workers' comp would be pretty sweet. Let's go up. Bang. We're still alive. Taped shut with black plastic. The lights are on. Ah, it's like a pinball workshop, huh? Pinball maker's coat.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded.
Oh, you can't taste anything anyway. That is pretty good.
On the shelf.
It is good. It's like they gave up.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Do you guys know the history of pinball? I only found out about that kind of recently. Take 2. Do you guys know the history of pinball? It started off as like a gambling thing. It was a way to get, or no, it was banned for gambling because it was like a way to get. They were like little gambling machines in bars and ways to get free drinks. But they were banned because they were considered gambling. But then like there was actually like a skill to it. Like you could get good at it, so it wasn't just random chance. And I think that's what unbanned them. I don't remember. But kind of interesting.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel.
Anyway.
There are machines left over.
Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. Machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. Of course!
Ah, yes. As the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
really is part of
If
the
that's
doomed
true,
commercial
then
area.
Our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
So somebody was up here
Jackpot.
kind of recently.
These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Last
3
week or
weeks
two.
maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Thanks, Kim.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
So it's not Ruby, unless she changed her boots.
The size looks about the same.
In Linden Shivers.
They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet.
Yeah, that's what I was
This isn't
thinking.
an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
The workers'
No.
boots?
These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
What does it
It
mean?
means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Tiny hole,
You
huh?
can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here.
Okay,
The
fair.
footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
Sensationally.
The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
Hey, we're back.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Okay. No, not the stupid window.
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B.
Stop with the window, dude. It's like, how do you want me to select the stairs? What do you want me to do? Just go down the... Thank you. My God. This game. Just... Do not play this game on console if you have the option. Just don't do it. All right, let's talk to the cafeteria manager first.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod,
God,
acknowledging your presence.
Focus on your drive. Hook a keyboard and mouse to my PS5. You know what's behind the door?
Shrugging is an international.
Okay, he doesn't care. What about Gart? Does he want to know? He was interested.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Skirmish game called Carnival, Assassin's Creed with a dash of Cthulhu mythos. Saw another thing at the Whirling.
Great. I love those.
I saw a sign that I can't go to the kitchen. Why can't I go to the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am.
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook
Well, too bad. I was already in there.
You can snoop around after that, if you must.
I got into the back room.
Oh, okay. Well, I do hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously.
Okay, what is back there?
Yeah, I wanna... Skeletons.
Yes, haha. What's actually behind there?
Pinball machines.
I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too.
So that was the cutest noise ever. Just made a little squeak as he rolled over.
I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Do you want to play?
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I feel a capitalist plot.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
No, he doesn't need to know.
Yes.
All right, Titus. It's you and me, buddy.
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostile cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
So that's what you were squinting at. You were trying to come up with a theory, weren't you? That she did it.
Yeah, he was cobbling together shit so he could put her away. It's RCM 101.
Well, let old Titus set your mind at ease then. She didn't do it. She was here all night.
Cool lore videos about Disco Elysium?
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us. Drinking.
Oh, Carnival.
Near the stage there.
Didn't even go out for a single smoke. A whole 45-minute window.
She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry.
Okay.
We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cowp.
Cowp?
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
Except you can get there from the kitchen.
It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
It's a route in the kitchen.
How? People say there was a pinball arcade.
There's a trophy for saying I am the law.
Or the hostel.
As there should be.
What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
There is an elevator,
the
actually.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
Done it in under 5.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
That's actually a good idea. Oops, sorry, I killed the volume. I love my setup so much. God.
Just now, you got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
What else we got? Found footprints back there.
Footprints. Recent.
I don't need to tell them they don't fit. Just recent.
What else could you make out? How recent? What size?
About a week
that
or two.
Close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof?
Firmly doesn't go well with coulda, but a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that.
It's a good point.
He doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
There's the antique
that
rifle.
Looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
20,
hidden under the
maybe
bookshop.
30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
Because the stupid bookstore owner wouldn't let you back there. The curse is back
We
there.
just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
So we need to find her.
All right, Cole. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering
Shut the
it,
fuck
are
up,
we?
Glenn.
Ruby wouldn't do this. What?
Phase 3, motive. The last component.
We already have that.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
From Klasia?
Yeah. Like what? A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Shut up, Fat Angus.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
It's bewildering for me too. She hangs out with you meatheads. This cannot come as a surprise. Went to a university and learned it from a liberal. Let's just go with what Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a who? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
That's only one of the reasons.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40 and you still live with your mom.
Those are a
Dennis.
couple other reasons. She made advances on her and she thwarted
Ruby then
them.
threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
Ruby made her
That
scared.
movie is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a hardy.
So
But
open-minded.
if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit,
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition. You know, women talk to women.
Yeah, you know all
Sort of
about
why
what
we
women
need
are
someone on the
thinking.
team who they talk to.
Sure, you learn a lot about women by hanging out at this sausage party all day.
not so useful.
Fucking hell.
Betrayal is not painless. Even the doubt of it hurts.
So we don't have everything? All the rest of these are stupid. Why would it be?
There's
whatever.
the fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, Cop, you put your head in your ass.
It made me say something.
Now he's just throwing.
Okay, we ruled out infighting.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too, Cop.
Covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It
Ah.
was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted
Have a good
to
one,
talk to
Cup of Nudes.
another girl,
Have a good
that's
one,
all.
Val.
She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Let's go with Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Or to go on trial with your buddies, part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing a murder.
I would never fuck my guys over like that.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is...
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Hiding Harry's beautiful portrait. Come on, at 6:30 in the morning, we look kind of the same anyway. See if I can do his look. Like, Yeah, we both got the bags under our eyes.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she's skipped town. This is good.
Come on, Titus.
Silence. He looks around the room.
I don't have the sideburns, though Harry doesn't have them either. We shaved. There you go. No more sideburns. It's kind of unfortunate.
The old man in the corner nods, a very small nod. And
It's cursed content. It really, it was not a good idea.
This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know.
I mean, I think we have to turn Ruby in. We like have to arrest her.
She just got up and
I think it's the only thing that's gonna save everything.
Scared too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Any clues?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock.
I wonder if she's the one who broke the waterlock.
I'm thinking she's there.
That could be. I mean, we know what she was scared of.
I told you. You.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? She probably knew me from my singing days.
Yeah, that's real funny. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid, sniffing her own supply.
Jaquil.
Now I'm not so sure.
Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Thank you very much. Brand new. There's a Baby Shark show, kind of cute. They sing songs in every episode, and some are cute. One of the songs is about losing a tooth. Is that the song from the new 100 Gex record? I got my tooth removed. Ba-da-ba-ba-na-na. Banger track. Where should I start looking?
There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So that's one place we haven't looked.
I remember when my niece was obsessed with Baby Shark. Oh my god. Glad she's over it.
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
All right.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
And you didn't know she was a lesbian. Titus, I think your gaydar is broken. With Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
Poor Angus.
There you have it. Hell, something.
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
Did Ruby...
She said you have a funny taste in clothes,
Eh.
and that you won't stop.
Eh.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up, like can.
And I attract cats.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
What does Kim think? Does Kim think of me as a can opener?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called Pete. But she was too scared.
Huh. Wow.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
It'll do.
Have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
Yeah, just think it. He doesn't want to be a cop.
He already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Okay. So what if, okay, here's a theory. I crashed my car over on the coast.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you?
Before, before the game started. What if I had already found Ruby and then she got me drunk? It's all her fault.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clarcia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
No one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. No, they didn't. Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. That's right. Finish thought.
Buddy.
Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette
Thank
and
you.
thinking,
Why are you
"Am I
headbutting my
glad
microphone?"
Ruby's in this shit and not me.
Dude. Mind? Sorry, I didn't mean to knock you over a little bit. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, little baby. Hey. Good.
Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Because of you, though, Kat, I do need to clean my keyboard. Sure, it's stuffed to the brim with your hair. Yeah, thank you. Shake it all out. Yeah, yeah. Great. Like when you do that. Alright, so we're headed back to the coast. Alright, we gotta try. We gotta try.
Wow. This jacket makes you feel strong. As if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists of old. Apologies. You're right. The need for a strong central government has always been clear to you. You're a true patriot of Revachol. It's time to clean up the streets and restore the city to its former glory. Whether you like it or not, this jacket gives you serious nationalist cred. It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
Sorry, what?
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vows.
It's 10 a.m.
The vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
What's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Oh, God. I've made up my mind about fascism.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Hey, how do you like my new outfit?
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Host Almighty. He's a total bummer now.
No comment on the duds.
Isn't right. René wanted to be buried in his uniform.
Oh, I
But
feel like such a
guess
bastard.
It doesn't matter now.
The lieutenant gives you a long, slow shift.
Kim's so disappointed. Oh, man. All right, take this damn thing off. We'll put on, instead we'll go the kimono and, sure, flare cut trousers, why not? I always forget. Can I get through down here? Yeah. Typhoon of a fashion disaster. It's surely somebody on the coast. We surely we're gonna finish this week. Like, it has to happen. But new details keep being thrown into the mix here. No, that's a dead end. It's likely now. Would you just walk down the fucking ramp? Come on. Nothing is certain. What if you're Ruby? Are you Ruby in a wig?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The
No,
wind
she-
is turning
no.
southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Never mind.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Ask her to wash a jacket for me. Seen a red-haired woman.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Have
fair.
the storm clouds gather on the horizon. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
Oh boy.
I see you, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
I'm gonna make her wash my jacket now.
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
Oh, is that just gonna make time pass? Is that what it's?
Before another rainy day begins.
Yeah, sure.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice.
That only took 15 minutes.
All that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Thanks. Well, that was nice of her. Sweet. I feel like it kind of makes me look like a chav.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack,
Loose
it's
floorboard,
clear
huh?
one of them isn't quite level, with the edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
Search
you
through
stick
it.
your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Ooh.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
Thanks for washing my jacket. You're going to prison.
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight.
One bullet.
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Probably don't need to bring that up then. I already shaved
On
once.
the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough.
Was shaving the right call?
reflects
No,
back
it's
a
not.
Vague image. Your face.
Was not correct.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of you. The bed is comfortable.
Okay. I love how Kim just goes into the little shed here. Like this is just the Kim's waiting room.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Why was there a
Damn
bullet?
that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
What girl though?
The bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
She cracked from one bullet?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left
I
it?
cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
What's she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Well, apparently I have to.
I do tell.
She doesn't need to know.
That bad? Is it?
Heard she was a heavy drinker. It's kind of like a leading question. Any technical equipment?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Okay.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further
Are
up
you
the
sure
coast
you
we
would
go.
rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Okay.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it.
Oh.
It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call it there for the day. We, now we're chasing after Ruby, I guess. Trying to figure out where she went. I don't know, things are getting interesting. Things are also unraveling a bit. Solid progress. Yeah, it felt like it. We just gotta go chasing Ruby. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. More of this tomorrow. Hopefully finishing up in the next couple of days, and then I can finally get to Metroid Prime. Can you guys tell I'm excited to play Metroid Prime? I feel like I keep bringing it up. Thank you guys for hanging out. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. I know, Miso. I know, buddy. I know.